is like
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Like, again, she's the same kind of household. She lived with her father, but she wasn't her real father because of step or something.
Okay, got it.
Wasn't around. And so then later, because when you're told you don't know what's going on, you're like, oh, she's just mean because she's mean. No, like she actually.
Yeah.
And this has happened to a lot of girls. And it was
So I think any kind of aggression, especially in kids, is a sign of abuse. Yeah, like
know that. So that's why middle school was just terrible because everybody had all these problems all of a sudden. I'm like, wait a
Yeah.
second, like in grammar school, nobody had any problems. Everybody was just the same. Now all of a sudden, you have all these problems. Like, you're trying to figure out what's going on.
so it's funny. When I was in kindergarten, there was this girl named Allison. I went to a Montessori school, and all the kids are very well behaved except for Allison. And she would like pull people's hair. She'd smack them. I had this funny feeling. I'm like, I bet she does that because somebody's doing it to her at home, and she takes it to school, and then she behaves like that at school. And I was only 5, but I was like, her parents must hit her, right? Because that's why she's hitting the other kids.
Or it could be a step or something.
Yes.
Like, in this case, it was a step. You know?
Step is never good, or it's rarely good. I mean, I don't think step parents really have a vested interest in, like, you know, taking care of the step
The
kids.
other person wasn't around. The other step wasn't around.
Okay.
It was, I don't know, it was real whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand this family situation because I didn't have that at all. So I'm like, also in high school, it was the same thing. It was just like,
Yeah.
then I'm like, where in the world? They just didn't exist anymore. Everybody came together now. You know?
Yeah.
Everybody from the whole like neighborhood was together. Whereas before it was like, well, this area of the neighborhood goes to that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody saying that? Like saying, oh, can you like beat my hand up?
So I don't have to write. This is obviously before computers.
Right. And she would go to everybody, and everybody would do it.
Yeah.
They were like, hit her hand as hard as they could. But I didn't do it. I was like, I'm not going to hurt your hand just so you can't write. She also ended up into drugs.
Yeah.
But I had known her since first grade.
Okay.
And I knew her family, again, single parent because the mother passed away. But this was different because the mother passed away.
Well,
And the father
yeah.
was older. He was an older man.
Oh, that's never good because then they're like out to lunch or something.
She also had 2 older sisters and a brother, so I think it was just too much.
Oh, older parents. I mean, not to knock older parents or anything,
No,
but
he was older than a normal parent.
yeah, they're just not. Are you kidding me? Okay.
So anyway, he couldn't deal with her. But then
Why?
I think he just wasn't there for her because he was just getting so.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay.
but then she just went. She was like, "Who's this person?" I was like, "This is not the girl that I went to was in first grade with." She turned into a monster, you know.
Yeah.
And so I felt bad for her. She just got in with the wrong crowd, and everybody just did drugs.
Sounds like the 80s. Everybody was doing drugs or getting pregnant in high school, yeah. Well, you know, at my high school, it was not that common. There were only a few girls who did get pregnant, and we never saw them again. Yeah. So what? Okay. I mean,
Like, I don't know. It's just, he just said stuff like, be home at a certain time, and if you see something wrong, look the other way. That's what he said.
my
If you
dad.
see something wrong, look the other way, whatever that means.
Yeah, he was blunt. He was like, you do not date while you live under my roof because I am not responsible for anything that happens.
Dating was.
Your dad didn't know what dating was. What's dating?
English word for that, so he was like, not saying anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, these
Why
girls
are
went
there
to
always,
that,
like-
they were kind of, father was kind of strict, but it happened anyway. She had a boyfriend, you know.
You know, your parents can be strict. I mean, the parents can be strict and the kids like sneak out of the house and everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Even better, you know.
Are they vacuuming over there? Like, are they taking the food away? Why is there's a lot of agitation and commotion suddenly like showing up here?
I think somebody spilled something.
Oh, okay, got it. I'm like, why are the cleaning staff cleaning by the food? Okay, I just didn't understand what's going on here.
These guys are all the same. Kind of want, you know, kind of want to explore.
Yeah.
I was just exploring. So I didn't want to get tied down with one group.
Okay.
But one of
Sorry.
my so-called friends, I don't know what your she was. She was kind of like Linda in a way.
Is the vacuuming over? Did they finish vacuuming? I can't tell. There's so much commotion to me.
I had this friend that was sort of like Linda. Actually, Linda reminds me of her.
Really?
And she was just, she lived down so we came over. This is like something you see on TV. So the guy came over, and then they ended up, of course, with a picture.
Of course, right? Yeah.
And so guess what? All of a sudden, the parents came home early. Just like you see in the movies, the parents at the door. And she's like, oh my God, who's at the door?
Oh my God! And it was the parents.
They came home early.
You know what? There's movies about stuff like
Well,
that,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. This is just like you see in the
Yeah.
movies. So the parents like, open her door. Where is she? Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
meanwhile now, they were both in bed. He is like on there. He yelled at the top of his lungs like he was, and then she told me the story. It's like, oh my God, I was like, why did you even attempt to bring him over?
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to be out of town when they came over. So it was just like, oh my God. But I felt, in a way, sometimes I felt sorry for the father because he's trying to, like you said, he doesn't want anything to happen. He's trying to navigate the teenage daughter's life.
Yeah.
I still want to stress for the father. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad. I'm like, oh my God, like all this stress for the father. And he already was like, he smoked a lot just to release.
He was like clearly stressed out. Yeah.
And I just feel bad.
Stressed out family.
Yeah, I'm like, why was she? Why
School. So at my high school, there were only a few girls that got pregnant. You always knew they got pregnant because they never showed up again. You never saw them again,
That
but then
happened, yeah.
you'd see them at like the grocery store or something, and they'd be pushing a stroller, and you're like,
yeah.
wait a second, what just happened?
two girls all of a sudden, like your nose still functions?
Well, you can still breathe, but the guy's fist hit my nose when I came down head first from the flip, and it was like impact, right? So all of a sudden you're like, boom! I just got hit in the face. He was trying to help me. He wasn't trying to like hurt me or anything, but it was like getting punched in the face. And I had black eyes. I had 2 black eyes,
You see
right?
in those movies always like, when the guys are in fights, they hit somebody in the nose.
Yes.
And I'm like, I always feel bad when I see stuff like that. Like I hate any kind of fight.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Yeah, so our coach, our cheerleading coach, she had gone to she went to BU in the 60s and she was on the cheerleading team.
Okay. So BU has probably a pretty good cheerleading team, I'm assuming. Yeah. Like,
But I don't think she did flips. I think it was more musical. Like,
Okay.
So she went in the 50s and 60s.
oh, well, yeah. So
Musical.
they did not do flips in the
No.
50s and 60s, not even in the 70s. I think competition, like hardcore cheerleading competition with like a lot of acrobatics and flips, probably got started in the early 80s, if I'm correct, right?
She loved that musicality that they used to do. Think, oh my God, she's a cheerleader. Like that's why she's going to all these parties with the guys.
Yeah.
But no, she actually wasn't. She couldn't get on the.
On the team. That's
The thing was,
interesting.
is that she was going to all these parties that we didn't go to because we were just you had to stay out late. Our
Yeah.
parents were